Pick the right boundaries to set yourself free. Lead better, live better. What boundaries work best for you? Continuing the July series, that's right, putting boundaries in place can set us free to be our best. Check out the first 3 videos for context in terms of how purpose sets our perspective, how our game plan can establish our meaning and direction, and how our priorities hone us in on what matters most. If we're looking to lead others effectively, we first have to demonstrate self-leadership, so we always have more control than we think. And so often, our biggest obstacle is getting out of our own way. This has certainly been the case for me, and this is where the power of boundaries really comes in. If you create your one-page purpose, see the previous videos, then you've set your game plan for the next chapter of your life, personally and professionally. You've mapped those against your priorities, and your priorities aligned to your 4D commitments. These are to things you're going to do more of, delegate, dump, or defer. And you've tagged those by the different spheres of your life: me, friends and family, work, workplace, community, and money. So it's a whole self, whole life perspective. So from there, you can now establish the right boundaries that enable you to focus your energy where you can have the most impact. Simply ask, what boundaries would support this commitment? And then list them down. Now, consider, what do I need to put this boundary into effect? And then finally, action it. Put it in your calendar, share it, communicate it, get other people to support you and hold you accountable with it. Think of boundaries as the lines to your playing field within which you've got the freedom to be your best. Without creating these lines, you can dilute your performance, you spread yourself too thin, you multitask, you merge activities together. You can get distracted with bright, shiny objects, in my case, these possibilities, or often, indeed, little people. But by setting the boundaries for yourself and communicating them to others, you're defining why, what, and how you need to perform at your best. You optimize your energy via your focus and your presence, and that you then have that critical opportunity to get into flow, which in turn can develop 500% productivity. So here's an example, just one of mine. The commitment was a delegate commitment, which was minimizing my marketing communications sort of maintenance. So the sphere of my life for that was work. The priority was to increase productivity around the things that matter most. And the boundary was to just share initial drafts and review only final drafts, right? So delegating the design, the writing, the posting, and the editing. The action, to share with my VA, provide training, provide resources, provide access to the website, etc. The implementation was to schedule this with her whenever it was required. And then obviously to review and revise on a periodic basis. That's simple. So what boundaries will set you free?